We just got our first indication of what new roller coaster Holiday World could be adding in 2024, and it's probably not what you suspected.
I don't think it's what I suspected.
Yeah, which is funny because we actually just published a video from Hollywood Nights. We showed you guys the construction site, which you can see here.
And we gave our thoughts.
And we both predicted thrill coaster, which is actually on the contrary to what they need. They need family coasters, but we were both looking at the site and we're like, this is a big site. This makes sense for a thrill coaster.
Well, and they like thrill coasters. Holiday World has never pushed the whole
Their family attractions are typically in the water park.
Correct.
And then their thrill attractions are in the dry park. But some new shipment information was discovered. These are public documents. Someone put them up on Reddit. They figured out that some parts from Vekoma were being sent to Santa Claus, Indiana, and it specifically says for a family boomerang.
Now, didn't we guess Vekoma? But we guessed a Vekoma thrill coaster.
Yeah, so actually we weren't that far off with the manufacturer, which is actually great. Vekoma is continuing to make a larger presence in the United States, and we just saw obviously Big Bear Mountain open up at Dollywood, another family coaster.
Well, and we were literally at, I think it was Drayton, and we were like, oh wow, they really should do more family boomerangs. In the U.S. would be really cool.
Because there are currently none. We do know that a dueling set will be going to Nashville, but right now there are no family boomerangs in the United States.
That's a zoo. That's not even a
exactly. This is a big, well-known theme park that would be getting a brand new ride type for most of the people in the United States. Most people haven't experienced a ride like this.
Yeah, and before we get started, since this is breaking news, we decided we wanted to go ahead and make a video as quickly as we can. So we apologize for the setup. We are at a hotel somewhere in England right now.
But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Some of this stuff is unplanned, and so I know we certainly didn't expect this to happen so soon. But I'm sure that we'll be seeing some fun marketing and teas from Holiday World because we only know that it'll be a family boomerang. We don't know what type of boomerang. We don't know if it'll be a custom layout. The theme, we know it's going to be in Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, just start thinking of Thanksgiving things. It's probably what it is.
Yeah, this is
something
a tough one.
Cornucopia.
Something forward and back. Yeah, I don't know what they would
Give a thank you, get a thank you.
Probably not a pilgrim theme, because right now we have Thunderbird and Voyage, which both have loose pilgrim themes. So we're obviously talking about the construction site where the former Pilgrim's Plunge attraction was. So that's where they're digging up dirt. You can see that they actually removed all of the trough, but the former station building is still there. And so it's pretty apparent that that's where we're going to be looking at the site. So
it's a pretty big plot of land.
Yeah, so I pulled up some measurements. So the actual ride of Pilgrim's Plunge was about 670 feet long and 145 feet wide. However, that didn't take up the entire space that they have to work with here. The maximum length that we could be seeing is 780 feet, and the maximum width 280 feet. It's a big plot of land, which let's contrast that to some of the family boomerang models and their length. So there's three main types of boomerangs on their website, outside of the custom ones like the ones at Fantasia Land or Trips Drill. First, we have the Spirit model. This is the far out and back kind that you see at Far Up Summerland, as well as the one in Aqualantis at Energylandia. We're looking at about 187 feet by 114 feet, so that could totally fit. Piece of cake. We're looking at a very narrow plot of land, and they would still have plenty of room left over. And then you get even more compact models with the Rebound. That's when the spikes face in opposite directions. That's Velociraptor at Paulton's Park, or the other one at Energylandia. That one is 246 feet by 91 feet. So you could literally fit multiple family boomerangs next to each other. And then the last one
They could pull an Energylandia, just be two. Let's put two of them.
Well, but here's the thing. On the shipping label, it says singular family boomerang coaster. Versus, someone found the shipping labels for the ones going to Nashville, and it says family boomerangs.
Yeah.
So
no, it's not a dueling.
It's not going to be dueling, because I actually thought about that. I was that would make more sense, but
I was thinking about them doing the thing they have at Trips Drill, where it's the thrill inverted coaster.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because even with the last one, the original, which is the one at Drayton Manor, 229 feet by 85 feet. Basically, there's so much room left over when you put in a family boomerang. So it makes me think that they're probably going to be doing more than just a family boomerang, whether it could be flat rides next to it or I don't know, maybe a different type of roller coaster going through it. This is just one of the shipments going to Holiday World. We're getting the family boomerang, but something else is coming with it.
Yeah, because we were walking by, it really is a sizable plot of land, and I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, they could put a whole nother holiday, but it's like right in the middle of Thanksgiving. So
exactly.
it wouldn't really work. So
they're definitely going to keep with that theme, but
that'd be like the biggest one by far. Like Thanksgiving is literally enormous.
Oh,
and like, let's
is.
make it even bigger.
Yeah, but like here's the thing: is like when you're walking from like Gobbler Getaway and stuff, like you're going up to Thunderbird. That's a really long walk, and so it's clear that you could have multiple attractions there that would work well.
Maybe it ends up being like another kids area. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Honestly, they could like that. That's a pretty sizable gap between there and like the 4th of July section, where or even Christmas. So I'm really curious to see how they fit in this boomerang and what else they put there. Because if you just do the boomerang, then you have a lot of space left over. So they could do that, and this is just phase 1.
Well, if they were doing the combo thing, would that have come through differently? Like, are they treated as 2 separate roller coasters?
I believe that some of the supports are the same. Like they
But it's probably
share
it could be just track.
We don't know what was in the shipment. I mean, I honestly doubt it was track at this point because
I don't know what it is.
We're talking June and they haven't even started putting footage in the ground, you know?
That's true.
So, like, maybe supports, maybe.
I don't know. I really do hope that they are doing the combo because the STC is not overly thrilling anyway. So, like, it's a good stepping stone between, like the kid coaster, and the boomerang, then, you know,
and an inverted coaster at Holiday World would work really well. That's very different from everything else there.
Yeah, totally.
This is one to watch. I'm very curious. Again, when the teasers start coming through, like we have an idea now, but like I'm really curious to see how this all comes together.
It's gonna be in a good spot too, like when you're driving by the park.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to like creep on the construction if you live in Santa Claus, which
I mean, well, hey,
does anyone? No. Besides the family that owns the park.
I don't even think they live in Santa Claus.
I don't think they do.
No.
I honestly don't feel any disappointment that it's not a big thrill coaster. Like I already feel spoiled with the 4 that they have.
Yes.
So I'm like, share the wealth to the kiddos.
This is a great fit. Even if this is all they end up getting, it will work very well here. And it's very different from everything else at the other parks in the area.
Except the one thing we didn't mention was capacity on family boomerangs.
That is true. That is honestly probably the biggest concern that could have. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Most people spend time in the water park. If you go on a weekday, a lot of times the roller coasters are walk-ons. It's just when the park is busy. And we have been to the park when it is busy on like a Saturday in the middle of the summer. And yeah, those can get long lines. So one train.
So Hollywood Nights, what do we think? The line for Voyage will be longer or the line for the boomerang with the credit will be longer?
Good question.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Let us know what you think of all this down below. And of course, stay tuned for more updates that we'll be sure to provide with you here at Coaster Studios. And we'll see you next time.